Good day, dear viewers and subscribers. I woke up this morning to 2001 subscribers. How crazy is that? It's always crazy. It always leaves me speechless. I don't know what really I should say, but I gotta say something. So here I am. First of all, thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you who's ever watched, liked, subscribed, and welcome to all the new people. Welcome, 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 joining our little channel, as I like to call it. So I should also point out that my regular video for today on Terraria is still coming. I'm just running a little bit late today, so no worries there. It will be coming. So anyway, 2,000 subscribers happened so fast. So after about a year and a half of work, a little over a year and a half of work, I first hit 500 subscribers just at the end of December. To put that in perspective, less than 6 months later, it was about five and a tiny bit, I hit 1,500. So 500, 1,000 was in there, and then 1,500 in less than 6 months from 500. Year and a half, another half a year, I tripled that, and just over a month between 1,500 and 2,000, I hit another 500. Like, that's crazy. It's literally like a month and a couple days, more or less, on my fourth 500 subscribers. It took a year and a half to get my first 500. So the channel's growing really fast, and it's amazing, and it's awesome, and there's just so much happening. So first of all, I also smashed through 500,000 views. Actually, I was if you watch my last 1,500 subscriber video, I was wavering on, do I do something in between 1,500 and 2,000? And it just happened so fast. It was kind of like, well, what's the point? Because it happened so fast. So yeah, first I hit like 1,750, and it was around the same time or shortly after I hit 500,000 views, and now we're past 580,000. Like, since hitting 500,000, I've already got more than 80,000 more since then. So it's just crazy. And there's lots happening. First of all, I'm going to have to tell you a little bit of bad news, but then I'm going to tell you my plans to celebrate this big milestone. And I hope there are going to be many, many more. So don't you worry. But unfortunately, one of the things I mentioned in my 1,500 subscriber video was my plan to go full time, which obviously, like, the channel's not paying me to go full time yet, as I kind of talked about there. But I do have a job. It brings me a regular income, and I figure I can get away with it once I finish my current work project. Unfortunately, that work project is taking longer than I had hoped and expected. I had hoped actually even to have it done by the end of June, so I could have the whole summer break to try going full time and just see, if I could grow the channel even faster and dedicate myself sooner to this channel completely, because it's honestly mostly what I think about, which might explain why my work is going a little slower. I'm making progress there, but it's just not done yet. I'm hoping that sometime probably in August, I'll get that done, and then I'll still have some time to go full time still during the summer break and give it a shot and see how it goes, and see if I can grow the channel even faster, because I want to do this. This is what I want to do. Also, unfortunately, we're being forced to move. Yes, I'm an adult with a wife and kids, but we still rent. I don't make that much money, so we're still renting, and unfortunately the landlord is giving us trouble and forcing us out. I'm not going to go into details on that, but basically it's just going to slow me down a little around here as well. We'll find a new place. The next one of these videos I'll probably be sitting somewhere else, but it's not end of the world stuff. It's just something we have to deal with right now. So for the good stuff, in my 1,500 subscriber video, I'm not breaking all my promises there. I promised to set up some servers, and I actually finally, I mean, I was doing a little research here and there, but I finally got down to actually working on it just yesterday, knowing that I was going to have to face all you guys and explain myself. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on that. I spent most of yesterday finishing up what I needed to figure out in terms of where I was going to set up a server, and actually purchasing what I needed for that, hosting plan basically, and actually started the work on setting it up. So that's fairly well underway. There's a little more that I need to do, configuration, installation, that kind of stuff, but I've done the worst of it already, and I do have to finish the job. So my plan is to have a Terraria server up by this coming weekend. That'll be well, it's the 10th today, is Monday, so 15th, I think. Anyway, Saturday, and that'll be noon my time, which is Eastern North America. But anyway, that's my plan as of now, to have it up hopefully Saturday at noon. I can't promise that I'll be able to stick to that. So what I will do is update you all on Twitter if anything changes there, and as far as the link to the server, so you can find it once it's up and running. So yeah, plan is to open it to the public Saturday at noon. Tweet out the link on Twitter, and hopefully get to play with a bunch of you guys, because I know a whole bunch of you have wanted to actually play with me for a long time. And so we're going to start with Terraria. Also, one of my relatively recent subscribers, a guy named Echo, or goes by Echo, helped me set up a Discord server as well. So he basically set that up for me. I mean, I tried my hand at it too, but he's got more experience. So he set that up for me, and handed it over to me, and it's good to go. It's linked from the channel. So if you look in the About, if you don't see it at the top of the channel, it is linked in the About section. It's not, a vanity URL yet, because there aren't very many people on it yet, but we set it up just recently. I haven't really been using it, but we're going to start using it, and particularly for our little Terraria thing. What I'm hoping to do is record that and start a whole new adventure with all of you. I'm going to set it up. My plan again is to set it up with server side characters and anti-cheat to keep it fair and get everybody started at the same time, so we can actually have a new adventure. I'm going to create a custom world using Terra Custom, which will be a standard kind of world, but with some modifications, like being able to have both Corruption and Crimson at the same time, which I love, being able to have both. Having extra chests, extra underground houses, loot, that kind of stuff. I'm going to see what I can do with that. Minecart tracks, just, put more stuff in for everybody. And hopefully I'm going to open it up to a large amount of players. So however many of you can join up. Join the server on hopefully Saturday. Again, check my Twitter. I'm not sure if I can post updates on Discord. I might do that as well if possible. So yeah, check those to see the latest developments. I'm going to be working on that over the course of the week, so hopefully I can get everything done properly on time, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll finally gonna get to play together, so that's going to be amazing. And I plan to record it, and I'll probably release the recordings a little bit at a time, like I did with the recordings of me and my friends playing Terraria. Speaking of which, I want to spend some more time doing that with them as well, but that won't be on the public server. So yeah, and after the weekend, it's not like it's just a one-time thing. That server will stay open to the public. It'll be a permanent server, at least that's the plan for now. And you guys can congregate there, play on that server if you want to, and that'll be kind of a home for our community in terms of Terraria, at least. So that's just going to be a public server after that. And I might make changes to the server later on, depending on feedback for you guys. But that's how I want to start it. I'll probably play for a few hours on Saturday, as long as I can, and record that, and then you guys will get to see it too. One thing I will say, if you're going to come on Discord, please don't spam music and that kind of stuff. Hopefully we'll have a moderator who's able to deal with that, because I can't have copyrighted stuff on the video, right? So we're going to have a moderator hopefully in place to deal with any issues there. So please just be respectful, be nice to each other, that kind of stuff. And I will see you there, and we're going to have fun. So after that, I also plan to set up and release a public Left 4 Dead 2 server very soon as well, because Left 4 Dead 2 is just one of my favorite games. It's also a game that I have more experience with setting up a server for. I've had my own server, which I just don't leave running all the time that I've already set up, and it's run for public games for a long time, just kind of here and there. And so I want to set that up to be a permanent thing. It's actually going to probably just mirror the setup that I've had for my own, but it'll be a public one that'll be permanent. So I will also provide information on that when it's ready. It's probably not going to be the same time. I'd like to maybe do a public launch for that as well, maybe the following weekend. I don't know. I'm not promising anything there. Hopefully it won't take me too long to set up, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, for now, well, thanks again. And those are some of my plans for now. But as this channel grows, as I keep saying, the more this channel grows, the more I can do. So, already there's enough coming in to fund me running those servers. Hopefully I'll be able to do maybe some other servers later, like an unturned server would be cool, because I'm really starting to enjoy that game and I want to get into it more. But that might be higher requirements. I don't know. I haven't gotten into it much yet. So we're not going to do that right away, but might do that later. And we'll see what else comes along. And meanwhile, the Steam sale was recently, and what happened recently, my video on that really was a huge boost to the channel. I did a live stream of Unturned, which was a pretty big boost as well. So these things will obviously helping the channel to grow faster too. And along with that, the more it grows, the more I'm able to do. And I can, invest in things like improving the audio quality for my friends and myself for that matter as well. I want to reinvest as much as I can. So I want to, up the quality. And I've been doing this very limited budget mostly. Obviously I did invest some money in my audio equipment for myself at this point, and I've put a little bit of money into some games here and there, just to have more stuff on the channel. But the more is coming in, the more I'm gonna reinvest, and the more we're going to do. And as well as me going full time, obviously, it's not. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's not about the money, but I need to make money because I have a family. So the only way I can definitely go full time is for it to pay for me to do that. And I'm even hoping eventually, I'll be able to bring my friends on board more and more, whether it's giving them a bit more of a reason to join occasionally, or even eventually making this like a group channel, like Game Grumps or something like that. We'll see how it goes. And I'm saying a lot. But I have a ton of plans, and a lot of it's just theoretical at this point. I'm just coming up with things as I go. But there's a lot more that I can do and that I would like to do. If you've been watching some of my more technical videos, maybe you've got the feeling that I'm capable of some things. Like my Left 4 Dead 2 server, I actually did some custom programming for some of the mods on there. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. I made my own Quake mod like almost 2 decades ago now, but I obviously can't spend a lot of time on that. I don't have a lot of time right now, but the more I'm able to devote the time, the more I'll be able to do, and the more I'll be able to maybe get some other people to help with as well. Speaking of which, I really need some new channel art. You've probably noticed all kinds of things, really. Anyway, there's going to be some surprises along the way, as well as the things I'm telling you about ahead of time. So we'll see how it goes. And thanks again. Welcome, everyone. And there's lots more to look forward to, I think, for all of us. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if for some reason you're watching this but you haven't already. Thank you to everyone who's ever watched, viewed, or subscribed. And bye for now.